up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
It was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long. Caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rock. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We'd blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garrison Brothers, Guadalupe, just amazing, man. Amazing. I've been telling you guys, each and every one of you, this one over here, the Guadalupe, is fantastic. Get yourself one of these. This is really the best pork finish whiskey, bourbon whiskey in the world. I don't give a damn what they say. This is amazing. It's fabulous.
Seems as strange as when the leaves began to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I'd like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite songs, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
Are you guys ready
Singing
for the
Sweet
show?
Home Alabama all summer long.
Today I'm
Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing oh, Sweet Home Alabama, yeah.
Welcome to the show, Edgar. Let's go straight into the show. and gentlemen, welcome to the show. You know what? I've been gone. I've been gone for 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours. I've been gone. But this is not normal for me. I have to do some things. I have to go to the casinos. I have to make money. I have to play cards. I have to make sure that I'm doing videos for you guys. Each and every one of you want videos. I'm putting out videos for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. If this is the first time you've been here, welcome to the Whiskey Reaper channel. I am the Reaper. You can call me whatever you want, but for today, we're doing Texas, baby. Texas whiskey. I'm drinking Texas whiskey, and I'm having a little bit of my cigar. For the meantime, I will be drinking this right now before the thing starts, but before anything, I have to let you guys know, I gotta clean my palate. Just a little bit. What an intro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know who that was Kid Rock. All summer long. I love that song. I really do love that song. I'm going to go around the room and see who we have here. By the way, we have a couple people that are not going to be here. It's good that you said this. The Watch Apprentice. Hello. I know today's Saturday, so I do expect many of you to be out with your family. And if you're not, and if you're in this show and you're watching me, hey, I'm very thankful. But I can tell you that today's Saturday. A lot of you are out with family. And the Watch Apprentice says over here, sorry, but never be sorry to me. But thank you so much for this one. Can't join today. Out for dinner with the family. Have a great stream. I can tell you each and every one of you are welcome always to hop on if you do ever see the link to drop in here. Tater Don. Hello, Tater Don. Also, Rizzle D. I do see Melissa here. Melissa, hello. Also, the first commenter, USA. Beautiful USA. Today, the theme of today is proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. I'm going to be talking about that right now, which each and every one of you, I know some of you aren't American, as a matter of fact, and some others, most of us here are very much American. Edgar, I see you, man. I see you. And then we also have Meatball says hashtag America, Team America, AM over here saying this is Texas whiskey. Yes, all of this that you see over here in front of me is Texas whiskey. This is the one in the thumbnail. I do tell you always, get yourself a Guadalupe. This is literally the best port finish whiskey in the game right now. And don't believe me. At the end of the day, just because other people tell you not to get it, it doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that they don't got the money for it. I can tell you I have plenty of cash. Let me put this volume up a little bit. So let's start off this show. By me trying this out. I do know that many of you know that I enjoy everything Garrison Brothers, and I'm going to be drinking this right now. I'm going to go through some more comments also, okay? I am going to go through some more comments. This is the first drink that I had all day other than water. Let me make sure I drink a little bit more water. Before I start the show, I have to make sure that I drink. I'm fueled up. Today, you know what? Today I'm actually really tired. But this is going back into the routine. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, let me see what we have here. We have the Guadalupe. And I do have, for all of you that don't know what this is, Wonders of Whiskey. If you want to get this glass, you can go get it on Instagram. Wonders of Whiskey. One of my buddies over there, he sells glasses. This is a beautiful glass. I recommend any of you to get this. It comes with two, so you're not going to get just one. You will be getting two. Look at this. What a presentation. What a presentation. And I can tell you this is one of the best glassware you can get for your whiskey, because not only are you going to be able to smell this beautiful whiskey. God, are you kidding me? We're going to be talking about the title today. Right now, I have to sip on this because it is one of the best, one of the most expensive Texas whiskeys out there, and probably whiskeys out there, port finish whiskey. Let's go for this. Look, this is undeniably the best port finish whiskey in the world. I don't care what anybody says. If anybody tells you otherwise, you can recommend them to come over here and ask them to ask me why. And I'll tell them right in their face why this is the best port finish whiskey in the whole world. This is so good. I do know that many of you don't know about this. This is a Texas brand, okay? This is a Texas whiskey distillery. It's called Garrison Brothers. I've always promoted this in my channel because I know for a fact that I want to show you the best whiskey in the world. I don't want to show you this. I don't want to show you the $5, $20, $15. I don't want to do this. So for these Garrison Brothers that you see over here, I can tell many of you, this is literally, if you want one of the richest whiskey in the world, if you want something that you always will see stores, this company always has a number of bottles at the stores. I am not at all promoted by them. I am promoting only the best in this channel. I will never promote anything that's bad. I tell you guys, when it comes to whiskey, it depends on your budget. These whiskeys, if you have a bad budget, that you have, you don't have such a big salary to put maybe $200, $150, $100 into a bottle of whiskey, I would tell you, you know what you can do? You can officially forget about buying the 3 or 5 whiskeys that you want to buy. Okay, buy yourself one good whiskey. With all that money that you can put into 3 whiskeys, you can put it into one beautiful whiskey. And I can tell you, this over here, the Garrison Brothers, the Guadalupe, it is fantastic. It is beautiful. Also, they do have a different one over here. This one is the Garrison Brothers. They call this one Bomarea. It's beautiful, it's very nice, and it also comes with a little medal, just to give it some class. And then you also have over here the Cowboy. The Cowboy will be coming with a box, as you see over here in the back. I'm going to go around the room and see who we have here. We have a lot of people here that just shut up. ZA, I see you, ZA. Also, Money Burner, I see you, Money Burner. He says over here, USA forever. Amazing, amazing. He also says over here, he says, I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. Money Burner is a great comment. And also, I will say AM over here, I do know that AM, he was somewhere in Bangladesh, I believe. I don't know what you're doing over there, but I can tell you that is an amazing comment. He says money is an honorable American. Very awesome. And also one of my favorite out here, one of my favorite, this man is one of my favorite, I'm going to say VIPs, because I do know I have a couple of them. This channel's still small. I'm getting close to 4,000. I should be there at 4,000 by supposedly Wednesday. It should have been by the end of the week, but I've been slacking. If I would have done live stream yesterday, it would have been good, but I had to do some things. But anyways, I'm gonna go to this over here again. I'm gonna tell you what I taste, and one of the things about this Texas whiskey is that I love it because you guys can't purchase it. Sometimes I enjoy the fact that there's whiskeys out there that are very, very expensive. Why do I enjoy expensive whiskeys? It's because you don't have a random tater. A tater is a person that goes to the store and buys the whole lot to resell it. I am not here to resell, baby. I'm here to drink it, and I'm here because I only have one life here on earth. In America, I can tell you, I live a free life. I live a beautiful life here in America. And also in America, I do what I want to do. This is why I enjoy my flag. This is why many of us are patriots. That's why many of us enroll in the Army. Many of us enroll in the Marines. U.S. Navy, Air Force. Now there's a new thing called Space Force. Shout out to the Space Force. Look, shout out to all the Americans. And if you're not American and you're from the UK watching, shout out to you for watching me all the time. But I can tell you, we're going to go on to this, the Garrison Brothers Guadalupe. I'm going to drink this one more time and see exactly what I taste. I can tell you, this is one of my favorite whiskeys in the world. If I can buy 10 of these right now, I would. But I only have 3 or 4. I believe I have 4, but I lose track of what I have. Sometimes I even lose track of where my whiskeys are, and then I find them the next week. So let's go over here. Okay, I'm going to put this down. I know many of you like this ASMR, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to be sipping on this. Just one couple sips, couple six. Everybody knows the rules. Couple sips. But you already know that this is fantastic whiskey. You already know that this is phenomenal. And I can tell many of you that you guys are commenting. The sun is coming out, as a matter of fact, right now. So it's going to be a little bit hard for me to see any of the comments. Let me see over here. I'm going to go sip on this. Man, this can't be. This can't be. This can't be. It is so rich. It is so beautiful. It's just creamy. It's beautiful. It's rich. Look at my. Like, you don't have any finish that's just heavy on the tannic notes. No, this is beautiful. You can taste the berries in there. Beautiful berries. You could also taste. It's a little bit like a lighter, how can I say this? Kind of like a strawberry, a little bit of strawberry in there. You get a little bit of regular notes that you usually get on bourbon whiskey. You know, you do get a little bit of a honey in here. You do taste a little bit of honey in the note on there. Let me see again. Couple sips. Everybody knows the rules. Before I start talking about the title and start talking about the topic of today. Let me go for another sip over here. Look, this is one of the most beautiful liquids you can buy. This is just phenomenal. I tell you, this is just phenomenal. This is goddamn so perfect. I don't know if there's ever a port finish whiskey in the world out there like this. This is just insane. It's triple amazing. It is amazing. It is 10 out of 10. I do tell you guys, I either say it's straight dookie or I tell you if it's amazing. Usually I never show you straight dookie stuff, but I do get that other note in there. You get a little bit of a plum in there, a little bit of a plum note on there. And I can also tell you, you do get a little bit of chocolate. You do get a little bit of chocolate on the back end, probably more close to the finish. It does linger in my mouth. The finish is still there. This is 107 proof, and I know many of you boys, I think one glass is enough for you. If you have more than one glass, I mean, that's okay. No big deal. But I can tell you, it has my mouth really drooling. I'm completely into this whiskey. I do love this whiskey. I can tell you the prices online are crazy. $500. I would not pay $500 for this. I can tell you, you know what? Let me put this aside. Look, I can tell you guys that this over here, this is probably the best whiskey you can buy right now in Garrison Brothers. I do tell you that all of these are beautiful to buy. Okay, but when it comes to Guadalupe, it is the one over here, the orange one. This is probably one of the most phenomenal releases that Garrison Brother has put out. I can tell you that my mouth is completely just, it is just so goddamn rich, this shit is so insanely beautiful. It is made well. I really enjoy this one. And you know, I'm going to go for another sip, couple sips, you know the rules. Look, just phenomenal. Let me put this aside over here for all of you guys to see the color. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, very creamy, very rich. I can also tell you, if you're into wine, this is probably going to be your favorite, ladies. Ladies, if you're into wine, this is probably going to be your favorite whiskey in the world. Why do I say it's going to probably be your favorite whiskey in the world? Because, ladies and gentlemen, okay, when it comes to this, it's a port wine finish, which that means for all the ladies that like wine, you're really going to enjoy this. I like the Angel's Envy port wine finish or whatever it is. Forget about that. I have that one over there. I tend never to show you guys that. This one over here, you do not even need water. You don't need water. You don't need any ice cubes. I can tell you, it is amazing. We also have Boston Collector here. Boston Collector, I can tell you, man, I think your wife will really enjoy this one. If you do ever find this one, purchase this one for a good price. I do know many places have it for different price, but I can tell you one thing. This has to be the most richest, best whiskey release out there. Finished whiskey out there in the market right now. And I do tell you, with punctuation marks, this has to be the best finished whiskey, I think, probably in the world. It is phenomenal. It is outrageous. Let me see who else we have here. We also have Ken Shaving and BS. He says, Garrison Brothers is one I need to try. Considering I live in Texas, it should be a no-brainer. You know what? Garrison Brothers, the whole company, they have a lot of different ones, but I can tell you one of my favorite ones, okay, are the ones that we have here in front of me. We have the Cowboy, we have the Guadalupe, which I'm drinking the Guadalupe, my open Cowboys and one, and I have more inside, but this one over here is another one that's amazing. And for each and every one of you wondering, you know, the prices all depend on where you live. Where you live is going to be how the price varies. You can have some of these go for around you $350, $450, even $600 around you. I do know the Cowboy is probably $700 around you. Depends, but if you find it for a good price, I can tell you all the retail is $150 for this one. This one about $200 retail, and this one should be $250. So if you get it anywhere around there, you're really good. You're really spot on, and we're gonna go straight into. Okay, we're gonna go straight into getting the last sip. I'm gonna take one more sip, just one more sip. God damn. It's just amazing, that thing is. You know what? We're going to go into the transition. Finally, I have sipped enough of this whiskey, and I'm going to, oh my God, look at my, every time I try this, my mouth just fills me with, I'm just drooling. Like, you don't understand. You don't understand when you have something really, really good, that your mouth is just drooling for more. Well, this is one of these whiskeys, and I can tell you, I am not sponsored by this company. I am not promoted. I do this on purpose because I can purchase all the bottles myself. And I'm very transparent with my audience, you guys. I'm very transparent. You know what? My mouth is like literally, it's ASMR type shit. Shout outs to AM. Shout outs to Boston. Shout outs to ZA. Shout outs to Money Burner. Shout outs to also Melissa Villanueva. Shout outs also to Edgar. I see you. Shout outs to everybody that's been here. I believe Esther's here. Hello. I see you. Everybody that's out here. Rizzle D. Shout outs to all of you, and shout outs to the first one that commented in here. Let's go into the transition into the topic of today's show. Let's go straight into it. Let's go. All right, gentlemen, I'm done. I'm done sipping on this beautiful, beautiful whiskey. I am completely done doing this. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to start the party off. For the meantime, I am going to be smoking a Dominican cigar right now because I have a feeling that my Dominican, I'm going to have a Habano. My Habano cigar, I have to smoke this one because I haven't smoked it in a couple days. I've been smoking my other one, which is a Torpedo. Very nice, beautiful. But I can tell you that when it comes to cigars, I mean, sometimes you just got to do whatever you want to do. And here we go. I'm going to show you my Dominican. This is my Dominican right now. This is what I'm going to be smoking right now with you guys. You're probably wondering, why are you smoking this now and not before? Because, well, let's just put it this way. I had the feeling that this is very rich. It's probably not going to... I'm smoking this other one, but you know what? I don't want... This one's very, very strong, and I do know that this has a rich note on there. So my Habano over here, that kind of looks like a Cuban cigar. You see over here, you see the pigtail over here. The pigtail usually in my line, I made sure that we all know that the Habanos that I have that are Dominican have a pigtail. You see the pigtail over here? The ones that don't have a pigtail are not 100% Dominican. So this is how I know. Let me take off the band, and then I'm going to cut this over here, and we're going to be talking about our topic of today. Okay, let's go on to the topic of today. I have my cigar already lit up. And also, let me make sure that you guys know that if you can, do me the favor, baby. Do me the favor. Hit the thumbs up button. It does help out a lot. Every one of you, if you hit the thumbs up button, it shows that I'm actually live. And it gives YouTube the idea, it gives them the push to put for some of my subscribers. So please, if you can, hit the thumbs up button. It does help out a bunch. Let me smoke this one more time here. God, just so good, just so amazing. Today is my first hour of me relaxing. Right now, I'm actually relaxing with all of you guys. I do tell you guys, please, if you can, put 1 hour in your day, put it aside just for yourself, just so that you can relax, so that you can unwind. And this is my time to unwind right now, ladies and gentlemen. I will tell you, everything you see here, these are real whiskeys, okay? These are real goddamn whiskey. This is no goddamn fluke. This is real deal whiskey. And I do tell you guys, I have been appreciating each and every one of you. They have been commenting on my videos. Any one of my videos that you see, I am turning up the short video. I am putting a lot more videos now than ever before. I'm going to be probably giving you guys at least 5 videos per day so that you guys see what I'm doing. Also, I will be showing you a lot of cigars. Also, I want to get you into cigars. If you're not a smoker, that's okay. You can go to the other video of whiskeys or the other videos of food, baby. You know what I'm talking about. It's good food that I post up. And the next video I'm probably going to be posting up is tonight. But let's see around the room. Let's see what I have over here. Boston Collector. He says over here, my wife drinks wine or tequila. She is more classier than me. Well, guess what, Boston? This over here is the most classiest, okay, of them all. This one's finished, okay, finished in port wine finish. So this whiskey that you see here, if your wife ever drinks this, I'm going to tell you, she's really going to love this. It is amazing, just outstanding. This is just amazing. It's just fantastic. Let me go for a sip again. It's fucking candy, man. This is just it's just pure candy, pure beautiful candy. Lord heavens. By the way, scent of the day, for the meantime, before we start the topic, scent of the day today is going to be the one and only, okay, Zaharoff, okay, or Signature Royale X is what I'm wearing today, and I have been getting a lot of compliments at the casino with this. I can tell you, I did tell you a thing, 2 weeks ago, was at the casino, and one man had to know what the fuck somebody was wearing. As a matter of fact, it was me wearing this over here. Nobody knew that it was me, only the supervisor and only a couple people next to me. He didn't know that I was wearing this, and I haven't told him, and I don't think I'm planning on telling him, because he's not going to know what the fuck that is. He's a Spanish dude that didn't speak any English. And I just wasn't going to get up and say, hey, it is me. It is I. I am the one that smells so heavenly. I am the majestic man that just walked into the casino. I am the man that has taken all your money. I am the man that is basically has sprayed a lot of this before I came to the casino so that you get your ass up trying to sniff up the room and can't find the person because it is I am the Reaper, and I do enjoy whiskeys. I wasn't gonna tell him that. Okay, I was not gonna tell him that. That's the last thing I was gonna tell him. As a matter of fact, I wasn't gonna even tell him anything. I didn't even tell him anything that day. As a matter of fact, till this day, he probably is wondering. He probably bought 50 fragrances, tried to find out what it is. He's never going to find out because this you can only get at Zaharoff.com. This fragrance only at Zaharoff.com. Signature Royale X. I believe there's a low stock on these bad boys. And if you want to get it, you have to get it now because there is a low stock. The next batch should be coming up this year. But for right now, there's a couple. There's not too many, but there is a couple of them left till you get the new batch. But I can tell you it's amazing, fabulous. I recommend you guys to wear Zaharoff. That is my scent of the day today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see over here. Melissa says, sounds really good. I can tell you, it is the most best. You can't find it anywhere, but if you do find it, 160 would be around the retail. It is just so good. You saw it in the thumbnail. It is amazing. Okay, very, very amazing. But let me go back to this. Okay, we're the topic for today. Let's hit the topic. Okay, 20-something people here watching. I see you, baby. Hit the thumbs up, and it does help out. Okay, here we go. The topic of today. Finally, we got people rolling in, baby. The topic of today. Let me start off by saying, I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I am free. You've all heard this song before, and I know you've heard it recently. Somebody talking about it. I think it was last week. I don't remember. I lose track. But I do know, for all of you watching, we got 30 people watching here right now. Thank you so much for being here. Look, okay, when it comes to this, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm an American, okay? I am very proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. This song came out, I believe, at the end of the Cold War. If you guys don't understand this song, you have to go see it yourself. Okay, it was released, I believe, before 1991. Okay, this was a song that many people know about. I'm not going to sing it with you guys because I am not in the mood to sing, but I can tell you that when the saying goes into the song, it says, I am proud to be an American, which I am, and many other out here are very proud. The other part goes, or at least I know I am free. As a matter of fact, for the people that don't know, because you're living in 2023 just like me, okay, that song came out at the end of the Cold War. What happened in these wars? Basically, we were fighting off a lot of communism, and there's a lot of communism still around the world. I can tell you that this is a song that really showed the light in day, the patriotism. I'm going to say it again, patriotism in us Americans back in the days. I believe this song came out in 1984, I believe that's when it officially came out. So I do know that there was a lot of wars going on, and I do know that there was a lot of shit, a lot of wars that we were going through. So when a song came out like this, it is a song that many people reminded themselves, you know what? I should always be proud to be an American. There's a lot of people here that came here from struggling countries. And I do know that I had a debate recently, I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I have no idea, I lose track. But in the debate that I had with a certain gentleman, let me puff this up before anything. In the debate that I had with a certain gentleman, he might have crossed the line a little bit too much. Ever since he has apologized, and I take the apology. It's all good. It's all good. At the end of the day, it's always good to hear a certain person when they're tipsy, when they're drunk, when they're in a bad day, because usually you can hear their deepest thoughts. You know, sometimes their deepest thoughts are really gonna come out when they're having a bad day, or if they're drinking a lot, or if they're very drunk and they just don't give a damn. All the deep thoughts, they don't care, and they just put them out there. I can tell you, for the 30 people watching, this is what happened recently, and you know what? That person apologized. A person apologized. I take the apology because as a man, you should be able to know that you said certain things wrong. I do know that many people say wrong things, and sometimes it is, as a man, sometimes you don't have to apologize. You don't, okay? You don't have to apologize sometimes. Sometimes you do. And those times that you do, you were the bigger man by actually saying sorry. So this man said sorry, apologized publicly, and it's beautiful to see that people understand that, yes, here in America, we did have a lot of wars previously, and all the wars have led to different songs. As a matter of fact, not only did the songs, all the songs back in the days lead to a lot of different songs, a lot of different bands. There was also bands that came together because they were just American and proud to be an American. I do know that the song that I'm talking about, which says, proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. That was the past. That was the past. That was a song in the past. I believe a song in the 80s. So you have to understand the mentality of this man when he said, or at least I know I'm free. He knows he's free because he's here in America now. And many people weren't able to get to America. Many people, as a matter of fact, passed away in different countries. They went to war. War is never good, but sometimes war is needed to really, set your foot in something that you feel is wrong. I do know that war is, always going to happen. It doesn't matter. There's, we could be talking right now in 2023. There could be one to come. You don't know at the end of 2030, there could be one to come. You don't know. But this is what changes the mentality of people. When it comes to songs, there's people that write songs and they put their feeling out there on these certain songs, and the songs are made for that decade. That decade is usually going to be different from the decade you live. So right now I can tell you, if you go back to some of the songs from the 70s, from the 50s, they're going to be a lot different than you would think right now. The mentality of some of these songs are not going to be the generation that we have now. The generation that we have now here in America. Let me puff this up before I start talking about this. Jesus Christ, this is gonna kill me out here talking about this, because I don't like I don't like some of the generation that we have going on right now. But we're gonna get to that now. Let me puff on this a little bit. Okay, so I know many of you, we have 30-something people here still watching. Thank you for being here. Look, I know many of you know that I'm very much into my country. Why am I into my country? Because, well, for one, I am allowed to own a weapon. I know many countries you're not allowed to own a weapon. Also, another thing that I enjoyed is the freedom of speech. Here, it's beautiful freedom of speech. I can speak about whatever I want to as an American. And also, not only that, there's other countries that you can't speak freely. And also, there's other countries that are just, I'm not going to say what country, but there's a certain country that really fucking puts the gun in the person's face, and they have to literally have a career. They have to do what the family wants them to do, or the government. And I know that to me is not the way of living. When you're here in America, and if you want to be a musician, and this is going to be for the musicians, all the musicians out here. In America, you could be a free musician. What that means is you can put your schedule aside how you want to do your gigs. You could put you could move wherever you want to. You could do whatever you want here in America. Speak about whatever you want to in your song. You could write about straight dookie. You could do whatever you want in America when it comes to music. In certain countries, you are meant, I'm going to say, for certain, not all countries, but there's certain one country that I think many people have been talking about recently. They've been saying that they're the hardest workers. The reason why they're the hardest workers in all of the world, and why the country is succeeding, and why it's completely, most of the people that come out of that country, I'm not going to say what country it is, you guys are going to figure it out. The reason why is because the families are aiming the gun to the kids. Or the government's going to aim them to the parents. And that to me is pretty horrible. I think a kid should be able to pick whatever he wants to do. If he wants to be a football player, let him be a football player. If he wants to be a goddamn fucking MIT student, let him do that. If he wants to be forever in his life, maybe a race car driver, let him be that. Here in America, there's a dream of America. What is America? America is a freedom. America is all about the flag. You can do whatever you want here. If you want to be a goddamn, geologist, if you want to be a geologist here in America, you do so, my man, my lady. If you want to be a geologist, you do so. If you want to be a weatherman, you do so. There's a certain country that is completely trying to compete with America, and in that country, you know what? People talk about them like if they're always hard workers. They're only hard workers because their family has to pressure the kids. If not, maybe some of the family members go to jail. Just maybe, the family will completely be eliminated somehow, put in jail or something. And this is not the American way. I do know in this certain country, the kids have to pick an instrument. And I do know this for a fact because I was in music school when I went to university. And one of the friends of mine, he told me a story. He said, look, I have to tell you, I knew piano all my life. I go, man, that's crazy. When did you learn? I learned young. I think he had told me 5 or 6. I don't remember. Something crazy like that. But the point of the matter is that he told me, he goes, in my culture, in the country I came from, every person that was born had to know an instrument. You either know the violin, you either had to know how to play the piano, or you had to know a certain other instrument that was very much popular in that country. And here in America, you don't have to pressure your kids. Here in America, as a matter of fact, it's not like that. I think many people don't understand. This is why a lot of people have a lot of debt in America, because kids, fathers and mothers, they put themselves in this this predicament of maybe getting risky with their kids and maybe sending them off to Harvard and paying a huge bill in Harvard, and then boom, all of a sudden the whole family has debt, and then the kid has debt, and the kid gets a car, Mercedes. It's the American way. Sometimes you have to risk it for your kids, because sometimes you never know if you have an Einstein. You never know if you have the best athlete in all of America that's going to make, somebody like maybe A-Rod, I can tell you that everybody wants a kid that is a football or baseball player, and I do know that, man, it's a hard thing. It's very risky to go on to this, mindset with your kids or even with your family members. Pressuring your family members to do things, I don't think it's the American way. I think all of us as Americans, we allow any of our family members to do their thing. Do we advise? Of course we advise, but there's no other country like America. Okay, I don't think there ever will be. Okay, America is the dream. This is where you can make a dream of yourself. This is where you get billionaires come out of the woodworks from the stock markets because they get into stock trading, real estate. You can make a fucking multi-million dollars in real estate. If you want to be an American and you want to work at a restaurant, because at a restaurant, that is your cup of tea, you can make tips and you enjoy the feeling of making all these tips, so be it. Be a bartender if you want to. Nobody's pressuring you not to here in America. And there's different countries that they pressure you not to do certain things, and that is not American. For us, that is not American. And I do know that, communism is huge all around, certain countries. But this song that said, I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. That song was made back in the 80s, and that was the mentality in the 80s. Right now, we do not have the same mentality, because sometimes we just don't want all of the people coming here to America. I think here in 2023, we have a flood of people coming for the wrong reasons. And I can tell you, I do know there has been a lot of people coming to Florida for the wrong reasons. Not to be an American dream, but to be something else for their own country. And I think that is not the American way. I think the American way is to come over here to America, to completely do what you want better for your family or for yourself, and never come here for your country. If you're from a country that's doing bad stuff, and you're coming here to do certain things just because of your country, I think that is horrible. But anyways, that is just my mentality when it comes to American dream. I will be dropping the link in here, and I want to let you guys know, I hope you have been enjoying this show. I do know that many of you didn't see me yesterday, and that's okay. Sometimes I have to do things for you, and yesterday I did a lot of videos, so you're going to get a lot of videos. I'm talking about a bunch of videos to come out in the next couple weeks. I'm going to make sure that we get as close to 5,000 as possible, because all it takes is one video to go fucking ballistic. And if we go viral in one video, that means you all in the chat room will have more people to be talking about. Terry Smiles over here. He said, Trump's song. I'm not going to put the YMCA song, Terry, but I can tell you that the YMCA song is a nice song. I really do love it. Also, we do have AM. Trump also plays YMCA. Same theme song as the Cuddles Protection Crew. Hey, that's great. Let me see around the room and see. We do have Mr. Miami Cuddles that had came in here earlier. Hello. Mr. Miami Cuddles says shout outs to the 44 viewers. Beautiful. Awesome to give a shout out. And also, I will say, for Boston, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to salute to everybody out here in the Marines. Salute also, okay, to everybody in the U.S. Navy, everybody in the Marines, the Army. I do know the Army does watch me late at night. As a matter of fact, right now, they should be in bed. But I do know, salute to Air Force, salute to the Space Force, salute to all of you guys, because you guys are the reason why we are here. If it wasn't for all of you doing your best for the American flag, I don't think we would be where we're at right now. Tater Don over here, he says 10K subs, here we come. Yes, that is my goal, to get to 10K subs, and I am doing the best I can. I do know that yesterday I didn't go live stream, but today is here. I am here now with you guys. Let me smoke on this. And then let me drink my whiskey. This is, for all of you that don't know already, this is Garrison Brothers Guadalupe. It is 107 proof, and this is the most richest, the most beautiful, okay, most beautiful port whiskey in the whole world. There's no comparison to any Scotch in the world. There's no comparison to any fucking Irish whiskey in the world. Forget about it, okay? This is the best port wine finished bourbon whiskey in the world, and whiskey in general. Let me sip on this one more time. Man, that is phenomenal. That is just, it blows the socks out of my goddamn fucking. Holy shit, that's good. God damn, that's amazing. Let's just put it that way. 3 amazings, and you know that's a 10-star, baby. William, Brian, oh, shoot. I see you, man. It's great to say that, and welcome to the show, Brian. Also, we do have the one and only Terry Smiles. He goes over here. I can't see it officially too hard. Let me see if I see this. Officially, he says over here, new flying object trying to go over the U.S. I have a very, very bad feeling about what might happen soon, guys. Keep your eyes open wide. Terry Smiles, I can tell you, okay, Americans, we're all Americans, and this American flag is always going to stand proud, okay? Salute to the American flag, and, I will say, you know what? Boston Collector, I hope I backed you up the most I could over there in one of the debates. I didn't know that you got trashed, but the gentleman over there in the watch community did apologize, and it was a good apology. It was a very good apology, because at the end of the day, you have to be one of these men that have to be able to do these apologies. Also, the one and only, baby, the one and only, man. I see you, Dingle Dave. Dingle Dave over here, he says, oh my God, this is, look, this is just so good. This is Dingle Dave. I have to drink this one more time. This is just so, oh man, this is so rich, so beautiful. Dingle Dave over here, he says, I'm an Australian. We've always stood with the Americans. I'm not at all a politician, though I'm just here for the hearts and the booze. Dingle Dave, we're not here going to be talking about politics. This is just about the American flag. You know, there's a song back in the 80s. And that song it goes like this: proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And in this song, I did tell everybody that that's a song from the 80s. The mentality in the 80s and now is a lot different. Do you understand the decades that have gone by, and the people we're going to talk all day in the show. I do have my first super chat in the house. Thank you so much, AM. Every super chat you guys send, I really do appreciate it. He says over here, AM, with the $2 super chat, says, "This is America, Reaper. Doesn't work for free." Look, that's true. This is America, Reaper. Doesn't work for free. This is America. Reaper doesn't work for free. That's what he says. Exactly. I do not work for free, and I do know many people. There's many whiskey companies that wanted to send me free bottles, and I completely rejected them, and they're still sending me messages. As a matter of fact, I'm not here to promote any company that I don't feel is top tier, and I do it for free because I buy these bottles. But I do have a couple distilleries in Scotland and Ireland that are trying to reach out to me, and everybody on Instagram has these bottles, and I am not going to be that guy that has the same bottles as everybody when I can officially buy myself. AM, thank you so much for the super chat. Again, any of you that send the super chat, I will be keeping the super chat up for you guys. I'm going to keep it over here. Let me puff on this one more time. I have to be puffing off this because if I don't, since I'm outside, it will turn off. This is something for you guys to know. If you aren't cigar smokers, always know this. These cigars stay lit for a good amount of time, but sometimes you have to maintain it. And one way to maintain your cigars is to puff it every now and then. I can tell you, if you see the smoke coming out of it, that's good. That means it's still lit. But usually, if you do get wind, the wind can turn off any cigar. It doesn't matter how expensive. It could be $100 cigar, and the wind can officially turn off your cigar. So what I recommend, if you get into cigars, always make sure to know that you have to pop it every now and then just to keep it lit. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. But anyways, let's go on with the show. So let me see. We do have a couple other people, okay? Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Over here, Diggle Davis says, "My boy, an Australian soldier in the army." Awesome, man. Diggle Dave, that is awesome to hear. Really, really awesome. It's always great to have somebody in your family supporting the people in your country. Let's see. Patriotism is always great around the world. But it also depends too. You know, if it's a country that's bad, I mean, it's like sometimes they're just into this. Terry smiles with the smiley face. Thank you so much. So I'm going to leave this aside. The sun is starting to get hot now, so I will tell you it's going to be harder for me to see the messages unless there's super chats, because the super chats do light up the screen. But let me go on to here. There's something I need to tell you guys, and what I'm about to tell you guys might scare you just a little bit and might make you think. Some of the things that I do say tend to come on from maybe yesterday night or the week before or the day before. I keep it in my head and I bring it onto the show. So today we're going to be talking about, we talked about already America, but we're also going to keep on talking about America, because at the end of the day, most of us, it depends on what country you're from, but most of us, if America is not doing good, the world is not doing good. This always happens in the economy. It doesn't matter where you're from around the world. You could be from the UK. If America is not doing good, that means that your economy is probably not going to be as good either. And I think the world revolves around the amount of people we have in America, all the businesses in America, everything that revolves around America. I know the USA is the top country in the world for a reason. Everybody wants to come here for a reason. But there's also a thing that I can tell you called the future. Now, the future is not going to be now. It's going to be in the future, obviously. But back in the days, when you were in the 90s, you would always talk about the future. You would always talk about how the future can be. How the future can be maybe when you were in the 40s, in the 50s, 1950s. Maybe some of you are as old. Maybe you are 80-something years old. Maybe you're 90 and you're watching this. Also, there's other people that are from the 60s. Maybe there's somebody out here that is, 70-something maybe from the 60s. Hello, everybody. Or maybe you're 50-something or 60-something, and you remember the days, back in the days, you would say the same thing. What is the future about? What can the future be? What can the future be here in America? There's something, yes, it hit me yesterday. If you don't know what I was doing a lot of things, and one thing I can tell you that I was doing. Okay, over here, you see Mathis? I see you, Mathis. I see you, Mathis. Mathis, I see. He says USA, USA. He sends a flag in the chat room. Always great to see you over here, Mathis. And also, we do have also the one and only Dirt Diggler's in here too. Hello, I see you, Dingle Dave, the one and only Dingle Dave. Alex Chu, USA, USA, awesome to see you. Awesome to see you too. I see you, baby. He says he's from Amsterdam. Love you, Reba, man. Oh, man, this is amazing to see. So, you know what? We're going to be talking about something right now very, very controversial for many of you. And I do know that, let's go back to the past. Now, the past, for many of you, they remember. In the past, we had most of these cars. They were very much, if you've seen any of these movies like Taxi Driver, I do know that Robert De Niro was from Taxi Driver, the movie, and you did see many of these Goodfellas, casino movies, all the mafia movies. You notice most of these cars had a resemblance. They only used certain cars in these movies that the mafia enjoyed. And I do know that there's other movies. You can see all other movies in the past. You've seen the cars. Back in the days, the Chevys, okay, and the Fords, the American Ford, the muscle cars were a lot different than the muscle cars we have today. What else is different, okay? Back in the days, maybe even in the 70s, we're going to talk about the 70s. The 70s, the interior inside of your homes were completely close to yellow. I don't know why everybody used those colors. In the 70s, inside the kitchen was not like we have today. Inside the bathroom in the 70s, the toilets were straight dookie, okay? Also, we can say that the wood that they would use back in the days, in the 70s or even in the 60s, were just straight shit. They were just straight dookie. And at the end of the day, most of the cars, they all had, their issues back in the days. I can tell you, we can go back to the 40s, 1940s. You think it was a long time ago, but as a matter of fact, the 1940s was not a long time ago. You might think so, but for many of us, it is almost like yesterday. Why do I say it's almost like yesterday? Because it was around the corner. Okay, it wasn't like it was fucking the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, okay? Those days with the dinosaurs and the caveman, Jesus, and when Jesus Christ was alive, supposedly, I can tell you that that was a long time ago, okay? That was a hell of a long time ago. How do they still have these stories? Because they write them down. Where am I getting at with this? I'll tell you where I'm getting at. Here in America, you see everything now, and you're used to everything now. You're used to pumping your gas, okay, at the gas station back in the days. They didn't have that opportunity. Back in the days, there was people pumping your gas. As a matter of fact, back in the days, you would use coins to pay for your gas. Now, you're using a plastic to pay for your gas. You're also using, at the gas station, you're using full dollar bills. Sometimes, $100 bills to fill up your gas tank. You know what? Time out. I got to take a sip of this. Oh, God, this is so good. Let me take a sip of this. It's just so goddamn rich, man. Oh, I'm so happy to be American, because if I was from Scotland, I wouldn't be able to get this shit. They'd be giving me 84 proof whiskey. I don't want no 84 proof peated smoky whiskey with my cigar right now. I mean, sometimes I'll enjoy it. When I'm having whiskey, when I'm having maybe steak, barbecue or pork or whatever. But when it comes to just enjoying my beautiful cigar, Hey, this fucking whiskey is just so good. Shout outs to the Texas people. Okay, nobody talks about this. This is the most beautiful Texas whiskey. Guadalupe, they call this. But anyway, let's go back to the concept. Here in America, we're so used to everything happening right now. Okay, very used to everything. I don't think many of you know what's to come. Okay, and I had a huge flashback. I can't tell you I'm Nostradamus, but sometimes I feel like I'm Nostradamus. I feel like I can tell the future just by having common sense. I'm going to tell you a little bit of what I saw in my head about the future here in America. For the meantime, I'm going to tell you everything you see in the past. It was just yesterday, okay? Just yesterday that we were in the 1980s. It was just yesterday that we were in 1990s. It was just yesterday that we went through a whole couple wars in the, back in the 1930s, I believe up to 1940s, and then the Cold War, couple wars, it's just yesterday. But now we're here in the future. We're here in the future now. What is to come in the future? I can tell you one thing. Okay, one thing, the cars are not going to be the same. Okay, do you remember the time you were in the most just slinkiest car back in the 70s? And then now the car you have right now is just completely, you would have never thought you were in a car like you have now. You have LED lights in your car right now. You would have never thought it, would you have? Also, in your car right now, you would have never thought that you would have been able to press a screen. Would you have? Never. Also, nowadays, in your car, depending on if you have a new car, you would have never thought that your own car would be able to put the put the AC up by itself. You would have never thought that, would you have? Also, you would have never also thought that your car would be smarter than maybe your phone. You would never thought that. Okay, you would have also never thought that you would have been able to connect your phone into your car system. You would have never ever thought that. Okay, this is just a car. Can you only imagine the things that have to come? I can tell you that electric cars are going to be around the corner. Okay, electric cars are going to be in the future, near future. They're around the corner, almost like fucking going a couple blocks down the street and turning. They're about to come here to America. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. That means we're probably not going to use as much gas as we do now. I can tell you, we have a bunch of gas stations, okay, everywhere, all over our cities. It doesn't matter where you're from. You could be from Australia. You could be from, from the UK. You have a bunch of gas stations all over the world, all over the city, all over wherever you live. That is not going to be how it's going to be in the future. Maybe, just maybe, we might have a different change. What kind of change is it? Is it bad change? Could it be a war? It could be a war. It could be certain people that want to keep gasoline relevant, and then maybe the people that are trying to push the all green agenda, which I think the all green agenda, yes, you can put it out little by little, but I think it's eventually going to happen. I think we're all going to have electric cars, and after electric cars, there's going to be a process that many of us are going to have vehicles that are going to be lifting up. But I don't think any of us are going to be able to see that moment. I think many of us here in America are never going to see the moment where any of our future grandsons are going to have a car that they can lift all the way, maybe fucking 15,000 feet in the sky and drive all the way to New York. We're probably never going to see that. Are they going to call them airplanes? Probably not. They're probably going to call them something else. But for the meantime, I am living in the future, and I think the future right now is going to be electric cars. That's going to be around the corner. If you think by any chance that 2030 is not around the corner, it is around the corner. Just yesterday, it felt like it was 2010. Just yesterday, it felt like it was 2015. Just yesterday, it felt like it was 1995. I can tell you that just yesterday, it almost felt like we were in the 90s. Yes, it might be long ago, but it wasn't actually long ago. If you still remember it, that means that here in America, you lived through it, and that is the time that you still remember. So that means that it wasn't a long time ago. And many of you, yes, this conversation might scare you. It might make you think more things that you need to, but sometimes it's always good to think. When you stop thinking in life, your brain shuts down. If you shut down your brain, you live a shorter life. Okay? You live a shorter life. This is why when it comes to the old folks, they're always either playing chess, they're playing a game, they're doing something, and usually those gentlemen always live a longer life because they're always thinking of things. And I want you guys to think of the future for yourself and for your family, for your future kids, for even your funds. Maybe you have some investments. I think an electric future is going to be around the corner. But here we go. Now we're going to go on to a different topic. We're here talking about Americans. I am proud to be an American. The one thing I'm going to have to eventually be proud of is going to be the AI system that we have here in America. I think the future is going to be all about this. We have already seen it here on the internet, social media. If you don't think that this stream itself is going to be put out to people that are Americans, you just I don't know where you're at. There's an AI system locked into YouTube, as a matter of fact, right now, and this AI system is helping everybody understand the topics of what they like, understand how everybody thinks, everybody's opinion. The AI system that we're going to be using in real life are probably going to be robots. I think many of you think it's going to be like Star Trek? It's not going to be like Star Trek, okay? We're going to start off easy, and I do know that I have been talking to a couple friends that are very interested, and they confirmed with me that there are very much a lot of prototypes out there that are just going to give you guys away. What company? Somebody told me, what company should I invest on in the AI? I am not here to be a financial advisor. I'm here to do a show and to do about stuff that go through my head daily. But yesterday, one of these things came up, and I say, you know what? I should probably talk about it today. Since I am an American, and I do know that we are going to be having a lot of AI systems helping us out throughout their day. Now, we do have a watch, AI watch, which is a smart watch. That could be close to an AI system. But we're eventually going to have grocery store AI robots that are going to help us out. If you probably think that's a robot that goes around the fucking the grocery store, that is not going to be it. They're going to make a concept in this decade that is going to be going down to the roots of you having an easier life. Look, when the Americans, we're all Americans, okay? The easiest thing we do here, the thing that sells, is a product that makes a person lazier. If you make a product, this is real deal. This is real deal. If you make a product that makes an American lazier, you have a product. If you have a product that makes a American get up, motivated, it's probably not going to sell. The lazier an American is, for some reason, the product usually sells. It could be a food. It could be an item. It could be anything. And usually it sells. This is why the George Foreman grill was sold all around America, because it made people easier. It made their life easier. But they were a little bit lazy by doing that, because it's not going to taste as good. You could put a steak on a George Foreman grill and it's just going to be straight dookie. Okay, just straight dookie. You could easily go outside and barbecue it with your friends, with your family, and you're going to make a great proper meal. But this is usually how it is. I'm going to go with the super chat over here. Beautiful super chat. Thank you so much. All right, I'm with the super chat. He goes over here. I can see this. Whiskey. Let me see if I can see this closer. Here we go with the $5 super chat. Let me clear my throat a little bit, because I do tend to talk a lot, because if I don't talk often, I forget the thought. Okay, here we go. Hurrah! With the $5 super chat. He goes, whiskey, slicky, whiskey. I can't even say that. Swiftly, swinging, swanky, swings. God, you're killing me. sipping with the style, a sip, a smile, a whiskey worth of wigs. God damn, Aram, you killed me. Aram, hello, man, and welcome to the show. I know everybody's been busy, and I know many of you haven't been able to see my show, but this show is for all of you. I do know that yesterday I was doing a proper video day for all of you guys. So you guys are probably gonna see a lot of videos to come because I'm trying to get to 5K. I do know I'm already at 4K. Might as well just say I'm at 4K subscribers, trying to get at 5K, and then eventually we're gonna gun for the 10K subscribers. And then from there, you never know, a video I post up, and then boom! All of a sudden, I'm at 100,000. That can happen. All it takes is one video, one very good video that promotes anything. I could be talking about cigars, I could be talking about whiskey, I could be talking about even stuff that I'm talking about today. If I talk about this or do a video like this, you never know where this channel is going to go. But for the meantime, I'm here to entertain all of you guys, and I'm also here to share the logic in my head, my opinions. Also, I can tell you today is an all-American stream. For the people that weren't here earlier, the topic of today was the song. The song was, you could go look this up. Part of this song, one of the best American songs ever. It goes, I am proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. That song was made in the 80s. So we're talking right now. You have to rewind this show. We're talking right now about the future because every couple decades, America changes, and right now we are changing completely. I have said many of you have to try to look for a stock that's going to be doing AI systems. I know Tesla, I believe they're going to be working on something like that. I think that's a great stock to have. This is no financial advice, but I can tell you if you ever get that, you better hold on to it, because that is going to be a car that eventually is going to be made better. That is a car company. That Tesla's a car company that's gonna revolutionize everything you think right now it's nothing. You see them in the streets. Eventually, they could be better. Right now, they might not be as good or fast. And can you only imagine all the companies doing electric? This is what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to happen here in America. For the 60 people watching, I hope you are enjoying this show. Watch community. I see you, watch community. Fragrance community. I see you, fragrance community. And whiskey community. I see you, baby. I can tell you guys that, you know what? The future is now, man. The future is completely now. And you know what? I will do this because I forgot to drop the link. Earlier, I did drop it, but I completely forgot. And I'm going to make sure that you guys know in chat room. This is mainly for any wrench out there. If I can't see the screen, usually it's because I don't know that you're there. Let me puff on this. Now, I'm going to tell you for the meantime, I want three different communities to know what I think of you guys. For the future, okay, let me start with the fragrance community. Okay, fragrance community. Okay, I got to start with you guys. The future is going to be like this. Okay, and as a matter of fact, if I could patent it and do it, I would do it. But I can't do it because you need the money to do this. And you need also the trend, you need the hype. So when the AI system hype comes around, I have the idea. And I'm going to tell you guys this idea, many of you guys this idea. Why I'm telling you this idea, because I don't have $100 million in the bank account. If I had anywhere to 100, I would patent this right now. And I know that the people that have the money are not watching this right now. So watch this. Fragrance community. In the future, what I would want to see from the fragrance community is them talking eventually about a machine, maybe that's at the mall, maybe a machine that's at the grocery store, maybe a machine that's at the your local perfumery, an AI system machine that officially makes the fragrance that you want. This machine can have about 100 plus different items, different ingredients that they can put into your fragrance. And I feel since we're in the future already, we're getting close to that moment. I think that would be the most amazing thing to do. Fragrance community, I know that you guys know that I enjoy my fragrances. Every day I wear fragrances. And watch community, every day I wear a watch. Today we're not going to take the Rolex out because with the Jubilee bracelet out here, I tend to get high, get stuck on me. But I do tell you guys that Rolex is amazing. I should wear it next time, my Rolex. But I can tell you, for the fragrance community, I think eventually if we have machines, AI system machines, that we could make our own fragrance at the store for $150, I think that would be so amazing. Get your own bottle that they have at their own vending machine at the store, and that would be insane. I know that the future's there. I know that it's possible, and I know that we probably can have that by 2040. I have an idea. It would be beautiful to see here in America. And, if somebody wants to ever try doing something with me like that, you know what? Maybe in the future, when I do have $500,000 to drop down in an idea like that, I would definitely do it with you guys. It would be probably with one other person. And you know who that one other person is. But ladies and gentlemen, Zaharoff, this is amazing fragrance. And also, I will tell you, we do have somebody backstage. Let me bring him on here, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only, holy shit. You know what? They left. Okay. This was the guy that has a potato for a phone. Okay. Potato for a phone. Over here, let me see over here. Eric over here with the damn White Reaper. Scotch, what is that? Croquettes every day? No, hell no. Let me see who we have. There we go. Oh, damn. Money burner with a smoky smoke. Oh, hell no. Beautiful. You like that one? Arturo Fuentes, you like, huh? Damn, look at him. Look at, oh my God, is that snow? Is that snow? No, that is not snow, but it's a great day. It's a great day. Can you hear me, Money Burner? Amazing. How are you enjoying your cigar? How are you enjoying your day?
It's a lot better than a vape, I'll tell you that much.
100% better, because the vape, you already know, has a little bit of chemicals in there. But yes, always. Another thing you could do also, there's certain drinks that you can have with your cigar that are just fabulous. Just amazing. If you have certain drinks with your cigar, try it out. If you
I'm having a cappuccino right now.
Oh, shoot, a cappuccino? I think that is the best drink you can have with your cigar, especially with Arturo Fuentes. The Arturo Fuentes usually have like a very peppery tone onto their leaves, and it's beautiful, very nice. You have to know what kind you want in your Arturo Fuentes because there's a lot of different ones.
This is a curly head. It's
you
a
like
cheap one.
It's good. Still, curly head. At least you're getting cigars in under your belt, I
also got Partajas. Let me see what I got.
For the meantime,
I got
James.
Partajas Petit Coronas Especiales.
That's the one with the red label, yes?
And then I got a Romeo y Julieta #2.
Okay, Romeo and Juliet are very nice. And for all of you that don't know, some of these companies had to leave Cuba. Okay, and we were talking about the American dream earlier. They couldn't come here to America. They wanted to go to either Nicaragua or Dominican Republic because that is where they can make their leaves blossom, their plants blossom. But yeah, it's good that you're getting to know all of this, Money Burner. Good to see that you're really getting into the game.
Thank you.
Over here, holy shit, James Advisor, Money Burner, how are you like socialist? Oh, Jesus, Lord. James Advisor clapping you up over there. James Advisor. He says, let me see what he says. He says, Money Burner, how are you liking socialist Toronto?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little bit of socialism.
Do you have anything to say to James?
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little bit of socialism. I'm here. I'm free. There's no racism, free healthcare, free welfare. It's a great place. The real estate market is booming, absolutely booming. Interest rates are low. What are you guys talking about?
All I know is that I didn't hear a goddamn thing I heard. I didn't hear shit. But
Sorry.
I can tell you, Eric over here says Money Burner lost his major yesterday. What the fuck? You lost your major? What happened
Or
yesterday?
said I lost my mayor.
Oh, you lost your mayor yesterday.
Yep.
The fuck happened to him?
He was fucking some broad in his office. He resigned.
Oh, damn. God damn. You see, this is not the American way, ladies and gentlemen. Even though Bill Clinton did something crazy over here in America, we cannot talk about Bill Clinton anymore because he's a past. But I can tell you, dude's crazy over here. Devil Diver says, I think he's saying that you're crazy over there. Money Burner, we got Devil Diver from the Watch Committee saying you're nuts. Anyways. Hey, it's still good to see you and to really see you smoking a cigar, man. Always treat yourself. You know what? Get yourself a couple for the week. Have one every other day or every 3 days so that you can enjoy the different ones out there. And then eventually, I could give you the strongest cigars in my line, and let's see if you can be able to handle some of them.
All right, man. Well, I just came to say hello and make you proud. No more sucking on that robot dick. Cigar
Hell
time,
yeah.
baby.
Hell yeah. Well, say it again. No more. Say it again.
No more sucking on that robot dick. It's time for cigars.
Hell yeah. That's
See you
what I
later,
want.
bro.
See you later, man. Jesus, what an amazing appearance over here saying to the Reaper. Oh, I ain't gonna be sucking on that robot. Oh man. Hey, I can tell you, Money Burner, I think that was the best thing you've done all month right there, okay? You didn't even have to send a super chat for that one, Money Burner. You say it like you say it. That was great. Over here, James. Now, I'm going to tell you, James, if the sun gets a little bit closer down, I'm not going to be able to see this comment. So take advantage right now, ladies and gentlemen, because the super chats, I can only do super chats when the sun comes down. So take advantage that the sun is fucking here. James Advice says, I still like Money Burner even for a socialist. Damn. Terry Smiles over here says, Money Burner rocks. You know what? He has his good days. He has his bad. I think every one of us have our good days and our bad days. I think all of us do have a different type of day. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to leave this on the screen because I do say that I want to leave every super chat that I can on the screen just for the meantime, because I did tell you guys that I will be leaving I'm trying to make it smaller, but I can't, but that's okay. So look, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 2 hour and 40 something minutes, I believe. I can tell you for the 30 people watching right now, 35 people watching. I think it's 35. Yeah, 35 watching. You guys, I can tell you that I think you guys got my little perspective in the future in America. Watch community. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. Okay, the AI systems in the future are around the corner. Okay, if you are spending money on Rolexes right now, they are an art piece. They are collectibles. Okay, if you're spending money on certain watches right now, all of these watches in the future are going to be looked back as almost antiques. Okay, if you have a watch right now that you got in the 90s, keep it. Don't sell it. If you have a watch right now that you recently bought, don't sell it unless you have to, that the price just goes up. You can sell it, you make money. You make your 84% up, or maybe 150% up. I have no idea what the percentage is on the watch that you probably got. The ROIs are huge. ROIs are huge with the whiskey bottles, and it's huge also with watches. Real estate is huge too, but the watch community, I need to speak to you guys right now, watch community. I do know that the future is going to be, just like I said, all about AI systems. Here in America, I have a feeling there's going to be a company, or maybe a couple companies that are going to come out, and these companies are eventually going to be able to make you any watch. Now, I can tell you that the watches in the future are probably going to be a lot thinner than you think. Okay, the future in the watch community is not going to be any more thick watches. You're not going to have any of these cases that are going to be okay. I think the complete future is going to be leaning towards thin. After the thin, ultra thin cases in your watch, what's going to happen after that? You're probably going to have companies out there being able to make any watch you want. There's going to be probably AI companies that are going to have machines to make you any type of watch, any color dial, any color bezel, any color, any type of configuration. There's going to be companies out there that are going to do this for little money. I do know that AI is going to be complete technology upgrade. They have it now, but they have to figure out how to sell it to you guys, how to make the economy boom off of this beautiful technology. I can tell you that this technology is also very dangerous. Supposedly, it is a technology that is going to eliminate all of us. This is just opinions. Okay, this is just opinions. But supposedly, the more technology that we have here in America are really going to be, they're not going to benefit us. Okay. In the future, I think it's going to be horrible to have all the technologies that we should not have, but we're going to have it because it makes us money. I know here in America, the American dream is the American dream, but at the end of the day, do you want a company to be able to make you any kind of watch? That's kind of scary. That's going to devalue your watch. If you have a watch that is an antique and there's a company can make the same watch, the same thing for a less price, at the end of the day, it's not authentic, but everybody knows that it's AI. If there's an AI machine, an AI company that does all this, is it gonna make the watch collectors stop collecting watches because the value is just not gonna be as valuable anymore when everybody has the same watch as you? Sometimes you could say right now, oh, it's happening. It's happening. It is not happening. Okay, just because somebody has a replica out there, it is not the same thing as having a company literally be hyped up in social media, a company in maybe the internet stratosphere to blow up, and other companies to back it up. I do know that I did tell you earlier that I think here in America, there's going to be robots at the banks. I think there's going to be robots at the stores. They're going to be able to cash us out, and they're going to be able to help us out. There's not going to be managers anymore. I think of many things. When it comes to football, AI systems are going to be huge. We might not even have refs in the future in the NFL. In the basketball league, we're probably just going to have complete robots. When I mean robots, do you guys think I mean Star Trek? No. Okay, Star Trek is not what I mean. Is that? Sounds like a drone. Sounds like a drone, but it's not a drone. The point of the matter is that I think the future here, for all of you watching, I think it's going to be huge in the watch community. But after that, I think all of us already know what's going to happen. We're going to have virtual watches, one of these Star Trek type shit, but I don't think we're going to see those days. I think those days are going to be beyond 2050. I think beyond 2050 is when you're going to see all of those high-tech watches, maybe huge gadgets that we have in our arms here, almost like cyborgs. I think the American way is going to be American cyborgs, and that eventually might be after 2050. Now, you guys are probably thinking this guy is psychotic. What the hell is this guy talking about? These are my own opinions. These are not facts. These are actually data and research that I have done over the past God knows how long, and my own mental thought of this. I do know that when it comes to the supercomputer in sports, there is a supercomputer that does all the betting. And, I think computers have came a long way. But eventually, we might not have these laptops. We might not have the regular computer that we have. We might have something else. What could it be? Don't know. But I do know the American dream is always to be number one. I think you're going to probably see here. Okay, so over here, let me see. I think I do have before the sun comes out. I have to make sure I see some of this. Over here, I got a comment over here from Boston. He says, Boston, I'm at the whiskey store. What should I get? Well, I can tell you, if you do want to get a whiskey, get yourself, Boston Collector, if you can, anything from Buffalo Trace. If you find anything from Buffalo Trace, recommend it. Or if not, get yourself a Garrison brother, but make sure it's high proof. Okay, you have some high proof ones. Do not get the low proof 94
proof Garrison brothers, okay? Do not get the 94 proof Garrison brothers. I can tell you that again. Do not get the Garrison brothers that's 94. Anything that's high proof Boston, that would be also good. Captain Blimp, hello everybody. I see you, Captain Blimp. What kind of Rolex Submariner? I do have a date-adjusted two-tone. Let me see over here if I do have any comments over here. Whiskey has a Rolex. I've seen, yes, I have a Rolex. Let me see. We also have Craig Mendes. Terry, he can't show you something for you. I don't even know what he's talking about. I can see over here. Let me see if I see any comments before the sun. Right when the sun comes out, that's it, baby. That's it. I can't see the screen no mo. Let me see. Okay, so Dirt Dale over here says, like poker bots in online poker. Yes. Okay, when it comes to AI, I think they're going to make a computer for most of these robots that are going to be very much smarter than a lot of teenagers. I think it'll be a lot of adults. I think so. I completely think so. Terry over here says, I like James, the USA made part of it, going back and checking them out. You know what? I think he's talking about a certain watch company over here. It's great that you guys are talking in the chat room. Very, very great. But you know what? I am proud to be an American, and I can tell you that to be an American, it is big. It is big stuff. Okay, it ain't no lightweight shit. It is really big stuff to be an American. You have to be proud to be an American, and not only do you have to be proud, but you have to back up the words. Your words that you say here in America are gonna lean more towards you being a patriot. Because I do know many people call us patriots, and I tell you that when it comes to patriotism, you have to. I think around the world, you could be British, you could be super patriotic, and that doesn't mean anything. It just means that you do support your country, you support the flag, and that's to you that might mean something, and to us might mean something else. But I can tell you that. It doesn't mean anything unless you actually back up the flag. Whatever country you're in, always, support where you're from. Always try to do this. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, we have a couple minutes here. I'm going to make sure that you guys know I am in the 1 hour and 40-something minute mark. Okay, I am in the 1 hour and something 40-minute mark. For the super chatters that have super chat today, I really appreciate you guys, and I'm going to keep this up on here. Let me see over here. Oh, the sun's starting to come down. Hell, Mr. Mammy Cuddle says Vince Doe went on a Vince video and shut up. What did he say? He got shot up from 5,000 to 90,000. Matt Walsh called him out, and he made $5,000 in super chats in one night. You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. When it comes to live streams, when it comes to videos, when it comes to really anything that has to do with social media, it doesn't matter how small you are. If you do a video, a good video out there, if you're a YouTuber out there that does very good videos, you might think it's the best videos, but you can actually make something even better. You don't even know when you make it till you make it. And all of a sudden, boom, your video goes viral and it goes all over the internet, and everybody wants to see you. Everybody wants to send you super chats. Everyone wants to send you messages. Everybody wants to send you, little emails. That is huge, okay? That is huge. Bob over here, he says, flag is up 24/7, baby. USA, hell yeah. You know what? The flag is always up in back of me. Shout outs and salutes to all the soldiers out there that are watching this show, usually in the morning or at night. I do appreciate you guys, all of you Americans out there that are serving our beautiful country, and each and every one of you that back up your country. I do tell you, it is beautiful to see patriots out here in the chat room. Just awesome to see. Over here, we have somebody over here. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? 5,000 in one night. And you know what the heck? If you don't know what the heck, it is the only legendary thing here.
What the heck?
real, what the heck, okay? We also have somebody over here, AM, says, don't buy the watch you like, buy the watch that impresses other people. You know what, AM, that's a beautiful comment, because the watch community, watches are status symbols. They are collector pieces, they're antiques, and I do know a lot of people purchase certain watches because they know that they're going to go up in value. Sometimes people purchase watches because they have a collection. Yes, I get it, they have a collection and they need more. I understand. But when it comes to being a hobbyist, this is what it is. I'm a hobbyist too. I'm into the hobby of whiskeys. I enjoy my whiskeys. You see all the whiskeys here in front of me. I can tell you that when it comes to whiskeys, I only get the best. I only smoke the best. I only wear the best. I only talk about the best. I only have the best people here watching me, the audience. It's a huge thing, because you know what? We have a lot of people on YouTube, but that doesn't make a difference. Just because you have a lot of people on YouTube doesn't mean everybody knows your channel. Over here, Harry says, Boston, skip that Willet bourbon. It's straight dookie. Yeah, completely. If it's a pot still, skip it. But if it's the whiskey I showed you, Boston, anything that I have showed you, Boston, you buy. Okay, make sure you purchase it at a good price. Also, over here, we do have somebody else in the chat room. It says, the Willet is decent. No, Harry, whoa. The Willet is amazing. We do have Boston Collector. Let me see if I can help him out. Boston Collector, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I'm at the store.
Okay, tell me. Tell me.
So they get a Willet for $70.
Yes, that's the rye whiskey?
Yes, the rye whiskey, yeah.
Okay, get that one. That's a good price.
That's a good price. Okay.
Yes. It's tall. It's tall and it has the green top.
Yep.
That's a great. Okay. That's a great. Okay, that's a good price.
They've got Yellowstone Limited 101.
Limited 101, and it's does it say hand selected, hand picked?
2020. Hand selected, yes.
Is it $120?
It's $200.
Okay, that's too much. The retail now one's like 130 something, but that's a limited special. So if you're into collecting, I think that's the price that around goes to. It probably goes through something, but you can skip that one. They have how many of those?
High-end stuff here.
How many of those Yellowstones do they have?
Yeah, thank you. Just one.
Oh Jesus, just one. Jesus.
I'm trying to look around. Hold on. So get the Willet. Okay.
The Willet is a good one. You're gonna open that one. That one's a good one to. Now, are you trying to collect, or you just trying to?
Just a drink. Excuse me.
Okay, the Willet is good. Do they have any Weller?
Willard? Yes.
Weller.
Oh, Weller. Yes, they do.
Which Weller do they have?
Weller. Where was Weller? They get some. They have the Willet bourbon, the tall like decanter looking thing.
Yeah, don't
like
get that one. That was bad.
No,
straight dookie that one.
Okay. They have Elijah Craig 94 proof small batch. That's normal, right? That's nothing special.
Yeah, nothing special unless it's a store pick. Then it's a good one.
Okay.
It's not store pick, right?
I don't think so. What's the difference?
The store pick is going to be a perfect barrel just for you, and it's going to be really, really good. The regular 94 is just going to be for cocktails mainly.
There's private barrel Elijah Craig.
Okay, now
70.
that one is very good. But the only problem with the private, that one that's 70, if you buy that one and it's wiped out the whole shelf, you're not going to be able to get another one.
Kentucky Owl.
Kentucky Owl is good, but there's different. Yeah, that one you should keep in the shelf.
And now I got
Yeah. Okay, let me see here.
Now the Weller, there's a couple Weller. There's the green Weller, special.
There's a blue Weller for $300.
Oh Jesus, $300.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High
that
West
one-
Campfire is 72.
stick away from anything High West unless it has a black label. If it has a black label on it, it's great. Or if it's a Midnight Winter's Dram, that one's great. But other than that, put the other ones aside. What about
All right, great. Oh, they have a Willet. Yeah, oh, sorry, they have a few bottles of the Willet at 70. So that's a good one.
I would. I mean, how far is the store from you? Is it far?
Not far.
Okay, so just get one.
get one.
Yeah, get one, but make sure to see the different proofs. Sometimes you can know the
This
batches.
is 108.6.
10, okay, and all of the other ones are 108.6 because there's 109 and there's 110 from the last couple of years.
One is 107.8.
No, keep
And
the
this
one.
one,
Keep the 108.
108.6.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the 107 is a different batch. So just so you know, they're different batches. You usually know by the proof. Usually, I think one of the best ones is 109 and 110. Oh God,
Okay.
so good. Yeah,
Okay.
very good. So yeah,
Okay, so get the Willet. Okay,
Get the
and then
Willet?
They have the Four Roses. They have all different ones of that.
if they have
Goes
the
all the way
store
to
pick
400.
up to 400, okay, I think
Yeah.
$100 price range is around your range. Maybe if they have a single barrel store pick, which that bottle, it's kind of like it looks like a tube almost. I don't know, not a tube, but it
They
looks
have a square one.
Yeah, square one. It says single
that's
barrel.
39.
Yeah, 39. Don't get one that's similar to that one. It would be a barrel pick if they have it, and usually it's around $90. And if they don't have it, and if they don't have anything there that is special limited release of the Four Roses, I would recommend you to get the small batch select if you don't have it already.
Okay. There's one here that's Jefferson Reserve single barrel, and it's bottled especially for
The
a
president?
liquor store.
Oh no, I wouldn't get that one. I would
Okay.
pass. Yeah, pass on that one 100%. But
They
the
have two Garrison brothers. They have a silver top for 100, and then they have a black top for 85.
okay, the $100 one, does it say 94 proof or does it say
Yes,
100?
94. They're both 94 proof.
Okay, they're both almost the same recipe, so I wouldn't really touch them unless you're looking into cocktails. I would just get the black one, but I wouldn't get those. They don't
Okay.
have
Skip
they
them.
don't have any other Garrison Brothers because
me
usually high end usually
They
have
got
it.
They got like top shelf stuff up there. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't see. It looks. They've got a ton of stuff here, but I just don't have. Trying to think about the ones you have.
What about do they have the Elijah Craig 18 year?
Actually, Craig, hold on a second.
Because if you get the Elijah Craig for $150, that is retail, and that you can actually put in your collection piece.
They have a toasted barrel for 100.
That's
they have
pretty.
a barrel proof for 70.
The barrel proof is going to be one that you're going to like. The barrel proof is something you should get. Does it say private barrel? Or does it say barrel proof?
Barrel proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Get that one.
Just 70.
Yeah, that one's good. Now,
They have
do
a
you have it
Four
in your hand?
Roses small batch limited, 111 proof. $500 though. That's
Yeah,
up
those are the bottles to really keep. Also, you have Harry. You have Harry over here with the $2 Boston Drive to NH. Prices are cheaper, all
I know.
MSRP.
I know. Yeah. Well, there's no tax in New Hampshire. Oh, there's a Blanton's for 120.
I think you should might as well get it. 120. You're not going to be able to get it anywhere else.
Okay. I get that.
Langton's goes for $80 here in retail in South Florida, so 120 is only $40 off. So you're good with that one. 120, that's good. So officially, you have
Okay.
Elijah
So-
Craig, Langton's, and the Willet.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
great that's a great buy.
Goodbye. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great buy.
There's Weighty Boone and Sons 10-year small batch,
Yeah.
$100. Widow Jane.
If Widow Jane, no, don't get that. That's mineral. You're not gonna like that. If they have Peerless, do they have any Peerless?
Let me see. Which one is it?
Peerless bourbon whiskey.
Peerless with a P. I think they're in order here. P. Peerless. Putnam. Rabbit Hole.
Don't get that one. Rabbit Hole's for cocktails.
Okay. Peerless. I don't see Peerless.
Booker's. What about Booker's?
What Booker's?
Booker's. It comes in a box, a wooden box.
Okay.
Usually inside the wooden box is where the whiskey is, but it's a wooden, like literally, it's almost mahogany wooden box, and it'll go for 100 and maybe 120, 100 or something.
Booker's. No, I don't see a Booker's bullet.
Harry over here says, Reaper, give him the scoop on the small batch, how it means nothing and it's just a marketing trick. Yes, it is just, but you always have to get the one that says select. If you get the select, those are usually good. So if you do want to, if you want to get a fourth bottle, for you not to look around, get yourself a Four Roses small batch select. Now the small batch select is going to be, I don't know if you have it already, but the small batch select is a brown label. And it's something $. That way you have one for Four Roses too. You have Willet, Four Roses, Elijah Craig, and you have the blind.
How much is that one?
$65.
Small batch select, 55.
You have a 55?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a steal. Now it does say select, right? It says select on it.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's
filtered.
And there's one
52% alcohol, 104 proof.
Is there one next to it that says small?
Bottle.
Is there one next to it that says small batch?
Yeah, with a the normal like kind of
like yellow looking
colored. Yeah.
It's 33. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Okay, the $55 one is a hell of a deal because that over here is going for 70 something. So 55. Okay. That's a beautiful. I think you have a good collection there. Four whiskeys. Okay. I think that's an amazing buy.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, no problem, Boston. Thanks for hopping in.
All right. Catch you later.
All right,
Bye.
see you. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, beautiful stuff happens in this channel when you join in and you want. This is one of my wrenches, Boston. If you didn't see Boston Collector previously in any streams, we'll read back. Boston Collector has a beautiful collection of watches, and he just hopped in just now to get a little bit of insight of the whiskeys he had in front of him. For all of you wondering what he bought, from my recommendation, let's start off by saying the first thing he bought was the Willet Rye Whiskey, $70, amazing. Over here, it goes for $100 to $180, sometimes even $200 at the store. So he bought it for $70. That's an amazing buy. The other amazing buy that he did was the Four Roses small batch select. There's two different Four Roses. There's the small batch. Oh, we got them back. Let's see what happens. Maybe he found some. Let me see.
So I found some Bookers. They have Bookers. They've got let's see, little book in the box, like you said. Right?
Is the little book is the little book what is it? Chapter 5 or 6?
Says the chapters. I have 2, 4, 3, 6, and no chapter.
Okay, the
new chapter is $950. So that's
okay. 2 and 3. How much is the 2 and 3? Chapter 2 and 3.
2 is $250. 3 is $600. 4 is $150, and 6 is $170.
The 6 is, you're not gonna like the 6. The 6 is out of the ball game. The 2 and 3 you would like. I think for the price, 2 something. It goes down here. Yeah, a lot. What you said the other one was? The chapter 3 was how much?
Chapter 3 is $600. That was it.
Okay, no. And then they're selling you the worst batch for $150, which you wouldn't like that one. I think you said it's chapter 5.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. You're not gonna like it. Nobody likes it, and I tell you, I tried it, and it's more of a. It's just too smoky. It's nothing. Nobody's gonna like.
Okay.
But there's also, that's Little Book. There's also the Bookers, which is almost the same looking box. Ask them if they have any Bookers, because that's Little
they
Book.
have a couple Blantons. They have a cream label and a black label.
Those are going to be probably $500. How much are those?
They're $218 for a single for the black label, and then $230 for the single barrel cream label.
That's actually a good price.
$120 for the single barrel.
Okay, the single barrel is something you have to buy because you'll enjoy it. Yeah. The black label one is it's a pretty good price.
80 proof for the black. So that's 80, and then the other one's 90.
They don't have it down here. Yeah, I would tell you to officially just get, if anything, just get the Blantons, the 120, because I don't think they're going to sell the other one anytime soon. But it's a good price for the other one, as a matter of fact. $200, it's a good price because down here, $500 and up. But it's up to you. Those are collector's pieces, and I wouldn't open those. But just try the ones that you tried. Just try the ones that you tried are pretty good.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem. See you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're making it happen out here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and then we got Mathis over here. I'm gonna read the comment. Devil Diver with that $5 says, what's a fair price for Johnny Walker Blue Label 750 ml? Asking 180. You know what? This is the thing, Devil Diver. You have to go to the big retail stores. If you go to the small ones, you have to know. If you go to the small retail stores, the worst retail stores, the ones that like are straight dookie outside, are the ones with the best prices. If you have a mom and pop shop that it's in a rich community, a very good neighborhood, I wouldn't go there. But for that price, I can tell you, you can probably find it a little bit cheaper, but it's not going to be much of a difference in price. So you know what? I think it's what you see there is what you see, and you're not going to see much of a difference in price in most of those Johnny Walkers. I can tell you the bigger Johnny Walkers are the ones that everybody wants because of the fucking bottle. So you know what? You did ask about Johnny Walker. There is your answer. I do recommend you always to go to the bigger retail stores. They usually always have the best prices. But most of the time, most of these scotches, they don't go really crazy amount of price unless the area that you have, everybody goes for these bottles. Usually they don't. So that is actually around a good price. You're not going to be off too much. Over here, look, this is, you see, it's not much of a difference, Devil Diver. He says 180 is not bad. Costco, which is just a discount place, they go for $169.99. So you're not going to see, that's what I'm saying, you're not going to see much of a difference in price. And just when you see stuff like this that are marked up maybe $20, $15, maybe even $30, just pay the price. Because at the end of the day, you're paying more money in gas to go around everywhere. And for you, it's better for you to just buy it there. If you have to pay $25 more, well, guess what, baby? You're just saving yourself some money to go around the city. You just buy right there. And for the people that buy a whiskey that's $500 more than the retail, well, I can tell you that has to be either an investment or a stupid play. And usually it's a very stupid play if you pay $500 something for something that's maybe $100. I do know I did fall into this because I had to buy my George C. Stagg for $500. That is okay. And I do know George C. Stagg was close to $200 at the time. So, that's okay. But buying something that you see everywhere, it's kind of like, damn. Collector over here, outer Boston, usually, since you're going to pop it open, it's all right. Whichever you want to get. I do know that I have different ones. The B letter is usually the hardest one. And they say that the B and the A are the hardest letters. But either way, it doesn't matter. Since you're going to pop it open, the price is not going to be anything crazy. But Devil Diver, I hope you did get a little bit of input on to that whiskey. Mathis over here says, Boston Collector is now a bourbon addict as I'm watching the harder star over here, Mathis says. You know what? I can tell you that everybody has to start somewhere. It's a fun hobby. I know many of us are hobbyists. You know, I think we could say we're collectors in a way, certain way. We collect watches. We enjoy cigars, and if you don't enjoy cigars, you enjoy collecting whiskey or drinking whiskey. Fragrances, I tell you all the time. I only wear Zaharoff lately, and I've only been into this company. I love Zaharoff. It is one of the best fragrances out there in the planet because the price, I know the price is right. The price is marketed perfectly. But you know what? I can tell you, I hope you guys are enjoying this show. And you know what? What I'm going to do is just out of curiosity, I do know many of you are into fragrances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can redirect this show here to Melissa. I know Melissa Villanueva is doing a show right now, and I'm going to see if I can help out somebody out here to maybe get a gift for a lady. I do know that she speaks about fragrances, women fragrances. So what I'm going to do right now, for all of you, please stick around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer some of you, not all of you, because I do know all of you aren't really into fragrances, but I do know that she likes to talk about women fragrances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer some of you, most of you, to that show. Melissa Villanueva talks about women fragrances, and it can help you out in the future. If you need a fragrance for a lady, listen to her. She has good input for women. So I know many of us men out here have a significant other, or if we don't, most of the time we have to get a certain fragrance for a lady eventually on her birthday or a family member. So you know what? We're going to end this show right now, but do not move anywhere because we're going to be redirected into Melissa's stream. I hope to God she's talking about fragrances because it's a fragrance channel. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Whiskey Reaper channel. And I talk about goddamn everything. And I can tell you, salutes to all of you, all the Americans, everybody that has enjoyed this show. I'm going to go around the room. Tater Don, thank you for being here. Also, Boston, I'd like to thank you for phoning in a friend. Okay, also, Terry Smiles, I see you, Terry Smiles. Mathis, I saw you earlier, and we did see a couple of other people. Oh, I see you. Reaper the Connoisseur. Love that comment. And James Advisor, I see you, man. I see you. Anyways, I will be leaving this up for, I'm going to be leaving this up. This was the last super chat, and I am, from this point on, eventually going to leave whatever super chat you leave last onto the show. So if you have a super chat to send, I will be leaving it on to the end of the show. This is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. 2,500 people watching right now. I see you guys. If you want to keep anything on the show at the end, I will be ending the show and I will keep it up here. Whatever super chat you want, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. Before anything, I'm going to look around. AM, thank you for being here too, AM. James Advisor, thank you for being here earlier. I did see somebody here earlier. Bob, for being here. Harry, thank you for the super chat earlier. And we had a couple other people that did send the super chat. Hurrah! He had sent the super chat. I have to say thanks again. Money Burner, for being here, part of this show. Everybody that has been also part of the show. Craig Mendes was part of the chat room. Thank you for being here. And hurrah! So anyways, we're going to end the show right now. And I want you guys to know we're going to be going to Melissa Villanueva. She's talking about fragrances. She's talking about, women fragrances. I want all of you to really listen. Hope to God she's talking about that. But anyways, let's go on with this. I hope you all really enjoyed the show today. And again, I will repeat this again. Okay, I am proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. I see each and every one of you boys and ladies on to the next show, and I hope you all really enjoy this show, and I'll see you all later on the next one. See you later.